Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Today, we are playing Modulus. Big thank you to the Modulus team for sponsoring this stream. I'm very much enjoying getting my hands a little bit dirty and playing this fun new game. How we doing? How we doing? Factorial, hello. Super fast. How you doing? Blue No, you enjoyed the demo while you played it during Next Fest. That's very cool. I have played, not gonna lie, accidentally about 10 hours of this game already. I couldn't help myself. I was only meant to play like half an hour to kind of make sure I knew what was going on a little bit. Then I accidentally ended up playing for 10 hours. It happened. Big whoops. Taylor Clifford, hello. So yes, right. Modulus, let's have a little look, shall we? Modulus just released yesterday, and it's currently 10% off on Steam to celebrate the launch. So now is a great time to go over there and pick it up. You can click my link in the description or in the pinned message in the chat if you want to head on over and pick one up for yourself. There's also a couple of bundles and stuff with other automation games that are also very cool, and you can get like 10% off, I think, both games, which is really awesome, for just a little while as well. So Modulus, what is it? Modulus, it's a 3D factory game, all about taking voxel-based modules, so cubes, basically. You can slice them, dice them, chop them up, and then, like, recombine them in different ways to try and make, like, specific shapes that they're asking you to make and stuff. And because of, like, maths, there's, like, a ton of different ways to do it. There's no right or wrong way. There's some more efficient ways, maybe, and some less efficient ways, but it doesn't really matter because they're calling this like a meditative. Am I doing too many tatives in there? It's a meditative, or did I say it right? It's a meditative automation game. There we go. I got it. Because you can just take your time. There's no rush. There's no panic or anything like that. You've got infinite resources, and you can just figure out solving things in a very pretty world. I don't actually know what the style of this game is called. It's kind of future meets like Zen Garden or something like that. So anyway, we'll see. There's also a creative mode now as well, which is pretty cool. So we might jump into that a little bit at the end of the stream and have a little dabble to see what's going on. But I'm going to jump in. We're going to start a new game, even though, again, I might have already played for a little bit. We're going to start from the beginning. So I am now like a master genius of this game. I know nothing. I know a lot. So we'll get there anyway. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Oh, it's your birthday. I thought you were wishing me a happy birthday, Blue Nono, for a second. I saw earlier on Joel's stream, someone wished him a happy birthday, but it isn't his birthday, and that's why I had birthdays in my head. Artie, happy birthday, if it's your birthday. Right, what should we call this place? Let's call it Zed's cubes. They're my cubes, and we will not do the tutorial because, again, I am a master genius for this game. Okay, all right. What's this? Modulus. Okay, no, I know this. I don't need to read this. Atlas. Oh, okay. Atlas is basically telling me that I'm on my own now, so we'll go. So this is the world that we are in. Let me remember how to play. Okay, so basically, yeah, we've got these things over here, like ores and stuff that we can mine up. So if we grab a miner, we can chuck one of them on there. We've got belts. You can see all these things down the bottom here. They're free. It's not like Factorio where you have to like get resources to build conveyor belts and stuff. You can kind of just build as much as you like, really, which is quite nice. And again, it's got that kind of peaceful play in your own time vibe to it. So there you go. So we got some ore coming out. I forget what this is called. Polyrock. Oh, Polyrock. Okay. Cool. And then we need to chuck that into this smelter furnace building. And as you can see, it takes... So if you hover over it, it basically takes 4 ore to make one thing. Let's get a little bit of output on there as well. Boom, there we go. So ore goes in. Cube! The cubiest of cubes come out. It's a 4x4x4, which I think is... I'm not sure, later in game. Maybe it changes later in the game, but for now, this is like the core of everything. But I do believe, if we hover over this as well, it says it takes 60 in a minute and it puts 15 out a minute. So I think the general rule of thumb is to basically use 4 of these to 1 of the smelters. So we can just do that. Now we're getting 4 ore in, which I think is a whole belt. These do 15 and the belts do 60 a minute. Yeah, so that should be fine. So now we should be getting, if we just do this and we take a little look, we should be getting the full whack of a belt out. Oh, no, because we're only getting 15 out. So now we need 4 lots of this, which I think we can almost do. So let's get another... oh, that's another furnace. Whoopsie. I don't know my hotkeys or anything yet. Let's chuck these down. Maybe let's go up through the middle of there. Pew, pew, pew. And then I guess we need to go into another furnace array like that. I guess we should do another 2 furnace arrays, right? Because then we're getting a full belt. I like to deal with full belts at a time. Why not? Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect-a-rooney. Connect all of that up. No, make sure that belt connects, please. Thank you very much. And then this one can go up there. Whoops. I needed to work out the delete key. There we go. That one goes in there and over to there. Very nice. Now we can make this one squiggle its way up there. I shouldn't have maybe put these furnaces way up here, but we'll need to be rebuilding stuff here and there as we go anyway, because there's plenty of upgrades and stuff. In fact, look, you can see the entire tech tree. Can I zoom out? I can't zoom out any more than that. There we go. Look how big it is. If you like trees and you like tech, then this is also for you. Oh, can I not click the challenges yet? I don't know. Module challenge. Yeah, there we go. So there's also ways you can do these type of things. So like, look at this shape. We have to turn that cube into that shape, which is not as easy as you might think to begin with. But let's try. Just because I played this already a little bit, it doesn't mean I'm good at it by any means. So, all right, let's get the output of all of those joint together. So now I think if I delete all of that, we should see that we actually get... Oh, have I got the deleter already? I think I have. If I put that there, it will delete anything we put in. This should be a continuous belt of pure cube action, right? Look at it. It's there's no gaps. I mean, there are gaps between the cubes, but I think that is full belt capacity, which is very, very nice. So we'll try and kind of deal with that where possible. It helps make the maths a little bit easier. Okay, so first things first. What have we got to do? Maybe I should have had the tutorial going on. Right, we've got this center here, the delivery dock. We've got to get some basic bots being delivered. Okay, so we've got to make some basic bots, which we can do in, where was it? That's the monotoner, that's the assembler, that's the data center. We've got these buildings here as well. Boom. So we've got a basic core facility. So that will make basic cores. We've got a small bot assembly. There we go. So if we take a little look in that one. Right, to build the building initially, you can build like the foundation of the building, but you can see there's this like hologram thing on top. And we've actually got to make that out of these blocks. So to build our basic core facility, we need to collect 24 of these modules and 48 of these modules. And if we take a little closer look, this module is basically, look, it's like... we cut the cube in half and then we stick them long ways together. And then this one is we cut that in half again and then we stick 2 of them on top of each other. Okay, well, let's just try and make this basic one first while I warm back up again. So, all right, let's cut that back to there. Let's first do a cutting device, and this can do 15 per. So really, I shouldn't have merged these together. We should actually do like 1 per one of those. If we get rid of all those belts, pa-chow, 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 I can set the recipe. We have our normal cube coming in, right? And we can configure the cut size here. So we can either do, you can see the cut lines, it just makes a normal cube coming out, no difference. If we do a 3 wide lasers, we're going to get a cut there, 2 wide in half, 1 wide, we're actually going to get 4 pieces out, which we don't want for this. We just want the 2 like that so we can merge them back together like this, right? So if we do that, we can delete these. We can copy this and paste it down so that it's got the recipe, the cut line and the orientation in place. And you can see now we're making 30 a minute coming out because we're doubling it because we're cutting it in half. It's a lot of halvings and doublings here. If you're bad at maths, if you can double things and half things, it's all good. That's all you need to know. At least to begin with anyway. Tone, oh, this is my love of automation games. I love them. I love them. They're a little passion in my heart. And when I saw this one, I was like, cubes? Yes, please. It's just the 3D, the sort of 3D-ness of it, you know? So, okay, right, anyway. So we've got 30 coming out of each of these. If we then get an assembler, that has 2 inputs. And if we hover over, we need 15 in and 15 in. This is spitting 30 out. So I can, if we get a little splitteroonie like that, that's going to split 30 into 15 and 15. I can, we'll delete that and place another one. A boom, like so. And now if we can configure what comes in there, we can take this guy, we can rotate them about any which way we want. But we actually want to get back up, stand up again, please. Like so. We can put them together just like that. There we go. And that should be, is that correct? New module created, baby. We did it. Okay, so that is this guy. And he's going to come out of there, I believe, at 15. Yeah, so we've got this thing, the smelter, kicking out 15. This takes in 15 and makes 30, because it's sort of halving it, so it's doubling it. We split it, we join them together, we spit them back out as a brand new shape. How simple can you get, right? Now we need to try and deliver this to this building, which you can do. This building, we should be able to add a crane. You can sort of add a crane around the whole edge to this thing. So let's just put that there, and then we can belt our way in like so. So that's only going to be like a quarter of the belt coming through at the moment, but that's okay, because then I can press copy, and I can go pa-chow, 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 and instantly now, where's my cubes at? Where's my cubes at? There's my cubes at. Look at them all. Long ones coming through. Okay, so now that should be a full belt's worth if... Just got to let it catch up a little bit. Look at them all going in like worms, queuing up, and then they get picked up here. I think these crane speeds actually are... I think they're 50... Yeah, the crane is 15 per as well. So, again, I shouldn't have merged them together. That was my first mistake. I totally could have just had... all of these 4 coming in separately like this. And then that would mean that the cranes can keep up, and there's nothing that's kind of being wasted. You know, we can add 4 cranes. Let's add 4 cranes. Crane crazy. Let's do it. An assembler, legally distinct from the crafter. Well, it assembles things, right? It doesn't craft them. It assembles them. It could be called a gluer, or a sticker, or a merger, or something like that. But anyway, look, as these things go in, you can see the hologram up here is actually getting, like, the shapes put in place, which I think is a really cool, neat thing as well. So that's getting there. In fact, it's got all 24 of those that it needs. It only needs 48 more of them. So for now, I'm actually going to go hua-cha, demolish all of that because we don't need that anymore. You know what? I'm going to keep the top 2. Whoopsie, don't do that. The top 2 making malongies, and I'm going to make these bottom 2 make the tallies. Okay, so we're going to want to do a cut. Boom. That's going to cut it straight down the middle, I think. Then we're going to want to cut it down. We're going to want to bring those in, rotate them, and cut them again. But then we're going to be dealing with double now, right? So we're going to need to split the output of that, have that go into a cutter. So then if we take this, we can rotate it, do another cut of 2. Now we've got our little 2x2x4s, I guess. Configure that. Copy that back down there. Now we've got double that going on. Then I guess we need to merge. So wait, yeah, we're gonna have to split this out again. Oh, if I can figure it out, like that. Then put both of those into a crafter. Tall boy, hop on top there. Thank you very much. Configure. I pooped a module. I made it. We can copy that, flip it round, and now we're going to be having 2 lots of 15 coming out. So 30, which is pretty nice because we can still fit them on 1 belt for now, like so. Although, actually, we can't have more cranes using it, so I will want to split this again like that, so that the cranes can keep up. Because I'm a crane sympathist, you know. I feel for the cranes' poor job having to just pick things up all the time. Grab. It's hard. It's hard being a crane. They're a bird as well, in case you didn't know. No, Blue, no, my link isn't an affiliate link at all. It just lets the sponsor people know that I sent you over there. So I'd appreciate using my link if you want, but also, you know, it's up to you. You can just head to Steam. Modulus is the name of the game. Look at them getting chomped up like that. Ah, big chunky sausage things. Love it. And it's great because we only needed 24 of this one and we need 48 of that. But because this is like, in fact, I think it tells you over here, right? So a 4x4x4 cube is 64 voxels big. So is this. This shape's 64. So the volume hasn't decreased or increased. Whereas this longy, the module volume is only 32 voxels, which means you actually get 2 of these per cube. Right? Maths. Who knew? Maths is maths in over here. Right, so that is eating these up. Beautiful. So I could have totally just, like, copied this whole thing again to double the speed of it all, which we'll get to, because I think when this building is done and it's actually completely built, it's still going to want, I think it's the same ratio of these exact 2 things. Hence why I didn't destroy my old factory here either, because, yeah, I've still got this smelter down here that's not doing anything, aren't I? But so those 2 should equal this one, I think. So, in fact, we want to change this around a little bit. If we give that one its own path, we could delete that, put that into there, and then we can have that one go in there, that one go in there. Oh, I forgot that's not how this game works. I need a splitter, like so. There we go, because that's going to be 30 coming out, and the crane can only handle 15. So that's going to go nom 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 nom. Oh, it's built. This building isn't being serviced by harvester drones. Yes, we'll get to that in a second. So 4 of these flat long ones and 8 of these tall sausagey ones, they will make 2 basic cores. Don't ask me what basic core is. Go on then, fine, tell me. All right, it's just a crafting ingredient, I think. We don't ever actually, like, see them. They're never on, like, a belt at all. Because unlike other factory games, you can only put things into these factories with belts. To get them out, you need a drone. So we now have to go and make a harvester pad, like so. You can kind of put this anywhere on the map. It doesn't have to be that close. But you can see here, look, we've got 2 buildings available. We've got 2 drones in here, basically. So we can link that to there. And now, well, the drone came out of there, but still, okay, so this is now collecting basic cores, and I could have, if I had another one of these buildings, I could put the second drone over to that at the moment. So that the estimated output is 10 per minute, just as an idea of speeds and stuff. And then this guy has an output, so that's fine. If we put him further away, if we built him all the way down here, the drone would obviously take longer to go and get it and stuff like that, but it helps with, like, spaghetti and stuff. Like reducing spaghetti, if you want that. Maybe you like spaghetti. I've got some real longy, like, not even, it's very straight. It's raw spaghetti at the moment. We haven't really cooked it down properly yet. 2 things I need to know about basic cores. 1, they're basic, and 2, they're cores. You're right, Shantomka. That's you don't want to know the 3rd thing about them though. Ugh. Heavens to Betsy. Okay, so right, we don't actually need the cores for anything yet. But we do now have a basic bot assembly, small. So we need 2 different shapes for that. We need very long and thin, which is kind of what we made the first shape of, but like slivered in half. It's like if you got thick slices of bread, but then you like cut it into 2 thinner slices of bread. That's kind of what we need to do there. So I'm not going to destroy this part of the factory yet. I'm actually going to make more. Well, I guess we have this one here, don't we? So we can totally use this for now. So we're gonna slice, and you know what? This time we're gonna slice into 4 because we kind of need it 1 thin, right? There's no point slicing it in 2 and then later on slicing them in 2 again. We might as well go straight down to the 4s like that. Boom. So we're gonna get 60 out of here now. So we got to be careful because at the moment we can only combine 2 lots of 15. So in fact, let's get these 2 buildings down, 1 there and 1 there, and we want to go in from 1 lane all the way to 4. So we can put those splitters in and another one like that. This belt should be completely full because it should be spitting 60 out. Yeah. Look at me, mathsing. I told you I knew how to count. Oh, and then we need to set the recipe. So we've got thin ones coming in, 2 thin ones next to each other. Module made. Very nice. You know what? I won't even copy and paste it. I like making these modules just like that. And I think it doesn't matter the orientation. So if we was to like, maybe it totally does actually. That's something good to test. If we was to lie this down, whoops, I'm building it on top of itself. If we was to do that, I wonder if it counts as the same thing. I guess let's find out, right? So if we take this bottom one, oh, I've put my drones in an awful place. Okay, right. Pick this up, move it over here for now. I don't know. I think everything should stay inside. Yeah, we got 22 basic cores. We're slowly building it up. This thing's chugging away, making the cores, delivering them over. Bloop! Wow, just getting eaten. Does it fly back again, or does it just somehow like materialize back? It might. Right, so we've got our lazy versions of this. Let's get some cranes on the sides again. 4 of those. So this is spitting out at 15 per second. So 1 crane should be able to handle it. I did not line that up very well. Let's see if this actually makes this number go up. I'm very curious if final orientation matters. I'm going to say it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. We can make flat ones. Okay, cool. Right, very good. So that's good. And then I guess we can just try and... Well, you know what? Let's merge those... That's not how you merge. You can always merge stuff together. It's splitting things out that takes a little bit more. Let's go all the way up there, like that. Go over there. I won't delete that yet because we've still got guys on the belt. Like that. Like that, I say. Excuse me. Like that. Thank you. Okay. Wait for those 2 to be deleted. But it doesn't matter because, again, these mines... never run out, right? If I click on this polyrock, it's not got a value to it or anything. If they're standing up, do they take less space on the belt? They do not. Each thing, whether it's just a one little teeny voxel, or if it's a 4x4 cube, or I guess if it's like, you could make, what's the biggest thing you could make? Oh, we might have to go on a tangent. Okay, let me clean this up first. Delete that. So we've got 30 coming along, split in here so that the cranes can keep up nicely. Very, very good. That's building all of that shape. We need another one there. But first, I need to go on a mission of great importance. Let's try this. So we're going to mine 4 of these up again. Connect those up like that. Come over here. Smelt them together. That's going to give us 15 out. So what I want to try and do, and this might take a little while, we're going to split it. So now that's split into 7.5 each, which is a little bit slow. In fact, I don't even want to do it that way, do I? No, I do. Okay, so we're going to try and merge those together. I guess this is as big as we could make it, right? As big as this blue platform is. Yeah, because it won't let me put it off the side of this blue platform. So what's that? 1, 2, 3... and then a 6. So it's a 6x6 of times 4. So what's 6 times 4? Oh no, bigger maths. 28. Sorry, 4 times 3 is 12. Times 2 is 24. So this is going to be a 24 by 24 by... I wonder if we could stack... Oh, I don't think I can go higher than that. I think this might have a height limit. Oh, combined module exceeds the maximum bounds of 8. Okay. So we're confined to an 8x8. Makes sense. That's fine. But we're just in a basic one, remember? Maybe there's even bigger ones later on. Okay, well, my experiment doesn't even need to go on any more than that then. That's fine. But we do have a new shape to make. Right, let's check this one out. This one, ooh, it's a different color scheme. Right, 32 voxels, same as this one. So we're actually going to be able to get it from just one little smelteroonie. So we'll chuck that down. Very similar to, in fact, it's this shape. It's this second shape again, but it has been tinted. And we have a thing here called a monotoner. Tone! Hey, Tone. We've got one of my admins in chat called Tone. It's just one of him. Okay, so let's go like that. This is going to paint them. Are they going to come out all shadowy? It did. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, cool. So you could make the shape like we're doing up here, and then you could paint it. However, this painter or toner, I guess, can only take 15 input. So to keep up with the speed of this belt, even though I know that why are the cranes my bottleneck right now? Am I getting more than one lane out? That's got 15 out. That's got 15 in. Maybe this takes some extra time as well. Ooh, I didn't think of that. Okay, anyway, we could take that, we could tone it, all good, but we'd need lots more toners than if we first tone the shape and then we do our slicing and dicing and stuff like that. Okay, let's have a little look-see. Right, so how did we do this one before? We cut it into two. This is the one, so in fact, can I not just, if I very carefully copy that, I should be able to say, in fact, delete that. Oh, I have to copy it again. There's no paste. It's just copy, and that's it. So we're going to plop that down, and that should work. I guess maybe the recipe... No, the recipe's... Look, it knows... Oh, this is looking for the non-toned ones. No, it understood. It totally knew, and we made a new module, and it's all good. Very nice. Okay, and that can come... Well, I don't love that. Let's make that come back here. Go up that one. Sure. No, let's just go straight up there to that one. Boop, boop, and split-a-rooney. That's the opposite of what I want. Split a Rooney that way. Okay. Cool. Oh, look at the little... I like putting them up different ways. That's fun. Sorry, Tone. You're going to hear your name a lot because we're toning things. Getting toned. Oh, cubes make me thirsty. Okay. Very, very good. That's a cool idea, though. I like that, Shantomcat, that, like, you could have them, like, standing up like this and they would take up less space than if they were lying down like this. That's almost too clever, like, too crazy to try and wrap your head around the mechanics, because now you're going to, like, one of these machines would tell you the output speed, how many, like, results it makes per minute, but it would also have to tell you like the density of it, and you'd have to like know rate times width times versus conveyor belt speed. I'm not sure. It's tea time. It's a cup of tea time. And yeah, the world is pretty beautiful as well, isn't it? I like it. It's got, again, they've gone for... Would Zen be the right kind of word? There's probably like one of the punks, you know, there's like cyberpunk and frostpunk and all these things. There's probably a punk for this. Zen punk, maybe. I'm going to go for that. Okay, so this building, it has very nearly made. We've just got a few more of those toned ones to get. Which, yeah, this one's eating these up with very little queuing going on, just because these cranes are back and forth in. Yeah, Zen Punk's quite good. I thought you were saying Zed Punk. I was going to say I should try and, like, put my hair into, like, a mohawk or something. Oh, building built. So this guy, look, he's making basic bots, right? Which is another kind of crafting ingredient. I was a bit confused to start with that, like, is this drone not a bot? But no, it's a drone. It's not a bot. So this is another ingredient. But not only does it take 8 of these flat ones we're making and 8 of these toned ones, it also takes 8 of the previous things we just made, which is very nice. But we also have reached our limit of crane capacity, unfortunately. So for now, we're going to have to delete that. Just use 2 cranes so that they're still coming in at even pace, because we need 8 and 8. Yeah, so that should be even. We'll keep that even. There's no point in one of them having extras. And then we need to move this to... well, I guess we can just chuck it up here like that. And then, whoops, I moved the entire building. Nobody panic. Okay, add a crane all the way up here. And then... Does that work? Did I miss it? I missed one. There's a thing. Nom nom nom. Okay, so they come out. They get picked up by that. We need 8 of those as well. So we need 8, 8, and 8. 1 crane each. That's perfect. We've got a spare crane that we literally can't do anything with. other than if we mixed a belt with one third these things, one third these, and one third these. Then we could make use of another crane and we'd get things slightly quicker, but it's really not worth it. So this building isn't being serviced by harvester drones. What a silly, silly McBilly. Right, so we're going to chuck this down over here, like so. We're going to get a... That's the drone for that. So we're going to link it to that building. So this is going to pick up the bots that we've just made. And then, if you remember, this little hungry fella over here, the delivery dock, wants basic drones delivered. So when they come through, look how cute they look. I did things. I ranked. I became rank. I got rank 2, basic bots level 1. So if we look at delivery targets here, we just need to keep feeding these in. Look, delivery 1 was that much. We need to deliver 60 of them to get to level 2. All the way up to we need to deliver 40,000 of them to get to level 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. And then there's a bunch of other things as well. That's like a beefy bot, a beefier bot, a super beef bot, and a bot. He wasn't just called a bot. He didn't want a fancy name. So what we got for the next one? 60 of them. Okay, but the beauty is now I can just sit back and enjoy the zen of this, you know? I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress. There's not like aliens that are going to come down and blow everything up or anything. It's a relaxing one for sure. You can really enjoy this. So look at him go, little bot, go drone, take him, get zoomed up like so. And what speed is that happening at? 3.75 a minute. So you remember this one is 10 a minute. Wow. Okay, and I guess this one wanted 8 per something. I don't know, but that makes 2 drones. Massy. So that's just going to keep going in. We've got 6 of them total. Very, very good. All right, so that's kind of like level 1, so to speak. We went up to rank 2, and that gave us an expansion permit, I believe. So now you can see all around the edge here, there's all these other islands that we haven't unlocked. You can only unlock the sort of adjacent ones. So we've got the option of 4. I think the mini-map shows it as well. Yeah, here's us in the middle. We've got these 4 around the edge that we could expand to. I think I like the look of... This one here has got a nice circular bit in the middle, I think. So we're going to unlock that. Purchase it. Swing. Oh, it got like vacuum cleaned for me for free. That's very nice. So we've got some more resources here. I mean, look, we've got loads of these poly rocks on this island, and we've got them up in this corner, and we've got some up in this corner too. But I believe this island also has, what are you? Blue hexa crystals. Yeah, and oil. I'm going to say it's baby oil, I think. We're going to, what's more zen than some baby oil? Let's stop. Okay, so that's just cranking away. How many have we done? 10 of them now. Brilliant. Okay, cool. So we kind of want to keep this whole factory is kind of necessary for what we're doing. If we want to keep making basic bots, which we do, we kind of got to touch that. We got to leave that as it is. Don't touch it. That's what I was trying to think of. Can you and Danny can have a mohawk, but I'm not sure I can. Can we upgrade the drones at all? Well, yes. Well, maybe. I think so. In the tech tree. We'll have a look at that in a minute. The buildings can get upgraded. So look, there's like 1 of 3 floors completed and 1 of 3 production level. A building's production level indicates how effective it is. The higher this number, the more the building will produce while still using the same output. Right. So it will still take 4 of these and 8 of these, but it will make like 4 basic cores for the same materials. So it will just straight away be better, which is really, really cool. However, look, unlocked higher upgrades in the tech tree, and the crane limit is locked currently as well. But things we can improve on. So let's have a little look at the tech tree, shall we? General progression. Okay, cool. So that's like all the different types of modules that the game's going to want us to build. Like, look at some of these later ones. Oh, we got yellows and blues. I guess that's some of the blue hexa crystals or something like that. But trying to make some of these shapes as simple as possible will not be easy at all. Like, what's this one? A big old flat ruler thing? What's that one? Oh, that's a tool. That looks like a gauntlet of some description. Some of them look secretive and hidden as well. I don't know. Okay, and then we've got delivery targets like we talked about. We've got challenges. Why can't I click on that up there? We've got challenges, which are also these like bonus things. So this will basically give us what will it give us? Oh, it will give us some of this one, if we do level 1, which is delivering one of them, we'll get 100 XP to our rank, so we'll get more permits, and we'll get 6 of these white little cubes, which we'll talk about in a minute. If we do... Oh, it won't even show me how many the next one is. That's probably like 100 of them. That's like 800 of them or something. We get XP, and we get white cubes for them all. All of these are white cubes, but down here, look, we start to get blue cubes as extras. We start to get yellow cubes as extras and stuff like that. Very, very cool. And there's like mod A. So these 3 also unlock a cosmetic of fences as well, which is pretty cool. And then we've got the tech tree up here. So let's have a little look-see at this, shall we? So we've gone through all of this stuff. This was part of the tutorial. So basically, to unlock things in the tech tree, you need to use these glowy white cubes. I forgot their proper name. Glowy blue cubes and glowy yellow cubes. They are the technology of this game. They are the currency to buy technology with this game. So obviously, white is easier to get. Which you can see up here as well. That's what these are up here. So that's going to be our next mission. You can see, it's a grey data shard. That's what it's called. We need to make some grey data shards. You deliver them in here. When you put them in, they go into your currency up here, and you can use them great, and that's all cool. So let's work out how we do that. So it's going to be a building. So our next one is going to be a basic processing plant. There we go. So it will take 6 basic cores. It will take some modules, and it will create 6 grey processors. So not the cores, but some processors, which I believe the green number indicates what the building will produce at its respective production levels. Upgrade the building. Yeah. Okay, so it will do 6 by default, but later we can upgrade it to make 8 times and 12 times. Grey processors then go into something I've forgotten around here. We don't have access to the blue buildings or the yellow buildings yet. They're like much later tech. But yeah, how do I do that? Maybe I just put the processes in there? No, I need the data shards. Okay, well, let's just try it, shall we? So if we pop this down, let's use a new corner. Let's use this one up here. Boom. Place that down. Right, let's see what we need. We need like a sort of 50-50 split. And how many voxels? 64 voxels, so that's a whole cube. We also need another 64 voxel, so a whole cube. And that's going to be a strip of white. Oh, this makes me want some Oreos or something. And then some black down the side and black down the side there. This one looks way more volume than this one, but I guess that's just how it works, right? So maybe we could try and work out how to do these together, okay? Because if we created... Hear me out, right? If I hide that, if we just created loads of these, we could dye some of them black and stack them on here and put 2 of them on there and 2 of them on there. That's one way of doing it. And again, there's not a wrong way of doing it. So I think I'm going to try and do that. We're going to try and create 2 by 8s and plenty of them, please. Keep them coming. There seems to be a lot of maths involved. Well, there is, but then there also isn't as well at the same point, because it doesn't really matter. If you just shoot for a number, you can always like tweak it later. There's also a mode that we'll unlock in a little bit as well that's up here somewhere that lets you see like from a distance like what parts of your factory are producing well and what parts are like struggling and backed up and stuff. Constipated. If your factory's constipated. Right, okay, let's do some more stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go and do 4 miners like this over here. We're gonna do 4 more miners like that. I'm gonna need to start grouping them together, otherwise I'm gonna get confused. Okay, so that's 2 lines of that. We've got 4 more miners, like so. And then look, these ones, lovely and neat. Love them, like that. I guess to there, those to there. Okay, cool. So we can go furnace, 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 and furnace. Cool. That will give us a full beltaroonie. Let's try and deal with that. Full belt prime cubes, right? Big old cubes. Hi, Codex. Right, so that's what we've got there. We are trying to make, again, just remember this like white strip here in like lots of them, right? Tons of them, because we need to then recombine them all together again. So we're going to need to now split this because the cutter can only handle 15 going in. So that's fine. So we can split this into 4. Let's try and do this as one big one big thing, right? So we split, and if I can remember the buttons, we split. Boom. We're going to cut you. I guess we cut it straight into that. No, I'm going to cut it into that first, and then each of these we're going to rotate sideways and cut them into 4, and that should give us some slices. Okay, let's see if that works. So that's now going to be producing 2, so I can already see a problem that we've got here, because that's going to need to spread out, but now there's no room for these other ones, so I'm actually going to have to move that down 2, I think, and then grab all of that, move that, I guess, like to there or something. I don't know. Squiggle that round there, squiggle that round there. We can copy that and flip-a-roo. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like that. Then we can copy all of that again and paste it there. So this should give us... We've got 15 going in. We've got 30 coming out. So this is going to be 15 on each of these belts. And it's one of these guys, right? So 15 still. So that's great. These can go straight into a cutter. So I'll keep you could have put this like right over, but I kind of like seeing the belt because then you can physically see what's coming. So we're going to go, give us a spin. Then we're going to cut that into 4s. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Now we're going to have 60 coming out of here. How on earth are we going to deal with 60? We're going to have to go like that. Yeah, we're going to have to go like that. And then... combine those two. Let's just do it one at a time. We grab that. We flip it down like so. Do the same with that. Boop. Okay, that's the shape we want. So we're going to copy, paste. That's all good. But now we need to do this for every single one of these. Oh, dear. Right, so I guess how many of these can I fit? If we just, if we move this out the way, let's just go. So there was what, 8 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I put a hole in between? No, I didn't. 5, 6. I did put a hole in there, didn't I? I totally did. Okay, let's get rid of that. Move these. Trim them up. Did I just destroy a tree by moving it? Oh, I could just move them. Get replanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't copy too much. No, don't copy too much. Oh, that's not copying it. That's moving it. Whoopsie. And we got that one. And we can almost squeeze another one up there if we move this and put it in a better spot in the first place. Oh, my word. I don't know how much squiggling I'm going to need to do. It feels like quite a lot. Like that. Ooh, barely fits. Okay. Okay. This is wrong. I said there was no right or wrong way. I've found the wrong way. Okay, so we put that into there. We put that into there. I'm now going to run out of room here, I think. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Come on, believe. Why you got to not believe in me? It totally fits. It totally fits perfectly. My octopus skills are brilliant. Okay, cool. So that should give us, each of these should give us an output of 15 each, which is a quarter of a belt, right? You're with me? You're with me? Okay, so to make this shape, the first 2 are going to be toned, and we're going to make sure we set the toner to turn the output to be black. Okay, cool. Very good. So we're going to move that. We're going to tone it, and we're going to copy and tone it. Then we're going to make another one, and we're going to make sure the output's white. It's already white, but I kind of like forcing it to be white. I deleted it just so that I know for sure it's white, you know? So that's enough to make this first shape. Although I can probably get away, because they're both 64, I can probably get away with making 2 lots of that. Like so. Yeah. Why not? Okay, cool. Let's start working on this. So we're going to merge those 2 together. Sandwiches. Am I going to get them? Okay, great. I'm going to make them, even though I can make them any orientation, I'm going to just dance it around a little bit. I'm going to try and make it kind of that this is, like, I'm going to kind of try and make it like that. Right? So that's like that. And this one is going to swing around. I swear I did that in too many moves. Like, are you floating? Like that. Perfect. And that will spit 15 of them out. Great. And I think I can copy that for this one, even though it's a different color. That should turn them a different color, I think. It'll be clever enough. Uh-oh. Nope, it wasn't happy with that. It didn't like it. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Sandwich it together, but I kind of want them to go this way around. Wah. Like so. Okay, perfect. Now we can combine these two together. Very nice. Like so. That into the top one, that into the bottom one. Is it just super slow? No, it shouldn't be. It should be 15 per. It should be okay. And then we can put that on the right, that on the left. Hey. We moduled. We moduled. Okay, cool. And then we can copy the whole load of that, paste it there, sure, place, and that should make more of them. And then this new shape, okay, we've got to get funky here. So we're going to actually want to copy 2 of the black toners, but then we need another black toner and a white toner, right? Because there's 3 black versions and only 1 of the white versions, so that's fine. So let's combine those 2 first, and we're going to do, I guess, the back wall up there. Give me them. Give me the pieces. Chuck that round, chuck that round, chuck that like that. Very good. Get over there. I know I could use the hotkeys, but I don't know how to touch type, so that doesn't help. Stack them on top. That looks pretty good to me. Configure that. And then this guy is going to do some slightly different stuff. This one is going to be the other half here. So we need you to be up on your edge like that. And you're just going to lay and touch on like that. I think that looks good. That should work very nicely. Configure. Now, when we combine those together, we can, gimme. We should get this back bit and that front bit like that. Okay, awesome. Boop. And ready for the lady to tell me the amazing news. New module created. Just like so. Oh, my ear fell out. That's how good it was. Looks a bit like a circuit board around a chip. Interesting. I hope you mean a potato chip. And by potato chip, I mean how we say them in England, meaning a French fry, basically. Cool. So now we've got, we can copy that whole one yet again because we made so much. And that's just coming from this amount up here. Oh, my goodness me. What a factory. It's all glowy. Oh, okay. So we've got 2 of them and 2 of them. That's 15. That's 15. Right. We need, where was our building? All the way over here. I thought we were going to manage to fit it in there somehow. Okay. Let's put it there. Cool. So we're going to add our 4 cranes like so. And you know what? I think the cranes will be clever enough. If we do that, the cranes kind of like, it passes under 2. So that first one should pick that up. And then the next one will get picked up by the front one because it's greedy. Well, okay, the next one's coming through. Yoinky. A yoinky. I've got a cup of tea. Just to any Oreos? But I really want Oreos. No Oreos. Terrible. Go and buy some Oreos. No, please don't. I'm joking. Thank you. No, don't do it. She's going to do it now. Oh, no, now I feel awful. I was joking. Maybe she's good. Maybe she won't. It's all good. Okay. Right, so we've got those 2 coming in there. We can also do the same thing for these. Are they going to have a head-on collision? Whoopsie, I'm conveyor belting all over the place. Yeah, they are totally. Look, but I guess it doesn't matter. I think they'll just stop. You're craving Mackey's chips now. Not my fault. Don't blame me. And I'm assuming this thing, yes, it's eating it up because it's piling them on top. It's almost made already. Kinda. It feels like it's lacking these. Oh, it took me forever to put the conveyor belt on that side, didn't it? Okay. Right, so that's slowly being made, and that is going to produce us some. I've forgotten. I guess it will tell us in a minute when we get to it. We can wait. We can wait. He will, of course, need a drone to pick up his goodies, so we can plop that down and link it already. Yeah, grey processors. Okay, and this thing can hold 240 of them, so that's nice. It's like a sort of storage chest as well kind of thing. I really love the the fact that these buildings are so like pixel graphics when you zoom in this far, like voxel graphics, I guess, because they look so like clean and modern when you're in here. But when you get close, everything's pixels. Even I'm pixels when you get close enough, and I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Okay, right. It's cranking. These ones are done. That's why they're just stopped on the belt, and they're kind of backing up a little bit. This one's still munching away. But I'm still a bit confused because that's spitting those out 15 per minute. Those are being spat out 15 per minute. But this crane should do 15 per minute, and that crane should do 15 per minute. So why is it backing up? Surely it should be an ever-flowing flow. Dot, do not reveal my up-close pixel secrets, please. Okay. It's going to be done now. Everything happening. This building isn't being serviced by harvester drones. I think it is. Oh, there you go. It just took a while to update. So now we need still the same ones of them, but we also need some basic cores. Uh-oh. So the cores were... No, that's basic bots. The cores are coming out here, aren't they? Okay, so... Oh, dear. We might need to change some things around. Let's move that over to, I guess, like here... and kind of destroy that. And destroy the crane. We don't need that. So we're going to want to split this, even though we might be kind of pushing our amounts like a lot at this point. So we're going to split that like that, have those ones go in there, and have these ones go... Can we sneak it up there? Wait, let's move that one further out the way. I think I can shove a crane. Oh, I'm maximum craned. Oh no, I've over-craned again, which does mean there's no point in having this crane or that crane because they're not even anyway, which means we only needed to make half of this whole thing. Oh well, it can stay there for now. It's fine. And then we can add another crane here to pick up the basic cores because that's the third ingredient it needs. It needs modules and resources, and that will make our grey processors, which will get picked up from here, and then they'll get spat out at the bottom here like that. Great. Why is this tree flashing at me? Okay, I could just plant all these trees. All these trees are new to me, I guess. Let's click them. Get rid of the red dots. Wait, what are these? It's a flag. That's cool. Okay, right. No, I don't want the flag. Wait, delete the flag. Be gone, flag. And then what's that? A billboard? Very nice. Okay, cool. Good. We also have some things here as well. We have the tunnel, of course, which is like a conveyor belt that lets you put a start point and an end point so you can like cross over other belts and stuff like that. And we've also got a skyline, which is what lets you go between these islands like that as well, which is pretty cool. So you can do resources between islands as well, which I really like. But this thing is going to be, I think, really slow because of the modules, right? Our module maker over here, just slow. Super slow. The cranes seem to be going slower. It's kind of offset. That's picking up too, and that's not yet, but that's fine. We really want to make some of these white hypercube things, whatever they're called. So we'll just keep slowly just plowing through. We could almost, for now, turn off the basic bot creation because we've made 64. Oh, we did rank up. That's why we got ranked. That's why we leveled up. I remember now. Okay, cool. So we don't need them for now. We're not really doing anything with them at the moment. So we'll stop production. We'll let all the cores not go that way. And instead, they can all just go this way. So that will give this twice as many. Because, yeah, it's going to need some. And then we need to know what to do with the grey processors. Which, again, I have forgotten. That turns them into grey processors. None of those have been unlocked yet. Oh, I guess we need to, up here, we need to reach our objective. We need to deliver one droid, which is, that's a grey processor. How do I make a droid? Uh-oh. What's that? Basic core facility. We're doing that. Basic bot assembly. We're doing that. And basic processing plant. We're also doing that. Where's a droid? Where's a droid? Oh, how do I make a droid? I'm panicking. Data center. I missed it, right? Okay, little data center down here. Choose the recipe. I guess we've only got the one right now. So the grey processors 2 of them turn into a grey data shard. Okie dokie. Very simple, nice, easy thing. So we could literally, I guess, just chuck that on there. And that should work, right? Because this is getting, yeah. This is making grey processors. It's almost making them, it's these basic cores that are slowing us down right now. So can we increase our basic core stuff? I wonder if I could just steal from these lines, or if that would be really bad. Let's try. Let's make a copy. Then let's try and split some of these lines nice and early, right? So I think that was doing, yeah, that's doing, wait, no, because then I haven't got enough. Well, it feels like there's too many. Does it not? Let's try. It can only go wrong, can it not? So this one is going to come up here, and it's going to get split and picked up by that. Cool. And then this one is going to continue and continue servicing this building over here. And we're, in fact, going to split this again, just because I think these cranes are slower than they say. I think they are. Now, let's see. Is this ever going to stop? It did briefly stop still. Good to know. Okay, let's put some belts in there so things can keep moving. And then we need to kind of get one of these lanes over the line. So this is the perfect opportunity to use our tunnel system. How long can a tunnel be? Oh, that long. It wouldn't let me place it any further. Delete the middle ones like that. We're going to have this one split off and go that way. And we're going to copy, boop, 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 like so. And then that one's fine, I guess. We're going to copy that to there. I am deleting some bits, but that should be fine. Let's see if everything can kind of keep up a bit once it's flowing. Because technically it shouldn't, according to the maths. Right? But like the fact that these are backing up and these are backing up again makes me wonder. But maybe it never is now. I don't know. Maybe we're still not actually getting enough. We reached the amount of that. I guess which one's being picked up? Oh, this one is also we can pick up from both buildings because they're both doing the same thing anyway. So that's great. These can be like double picker-uppers. So what we might have done is either doubled our output or we've just made it exactly the same. This still says the estimated output is 10 a minute. So I don't think I've actually improved anything at all. It might have been because they were coming in like, well, I guess no, this one needs 4 and that one needs 8. So actually, I need 2 cranes picking this one up and only 1 crane picking that one up. Is that true? I'm starting to get my numbers confused now. We shall see. I guess we shall see. But still, things are coming through. Do we have any of these coming in yet? No, we've got 36 grey processors in there, though. But for some reason, none of them are coming through. But it might just be because we need to deliver them somewhere. Do we have Eureka? Oh, I thought they were connected, but they're not. Cubes go in. And super cubes come out. Look at that, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's tea worthy, that. Corner. Okay. So now that's going to go in there as well, and that's going to make our currency at the top of the screen, yeah, go up by 1. Perfect. So this is our science points, basically, that we can try and use up here. So for instance here, this, it's off all the different branches. So what we've got, grey buildings can now be upgraded to floor 2 and production is increased. That just costs 1, and we've already got 3 of them. So if we unlock that, ding. Okay, cool. We can come back out to here. Oh, it's nighttime as well. That's awesome. Okay, we can go back and can we upgrade it? Oh, we can. Okay, so whilst it's upgrading, it goes back almost into building mode. So we're not actually producing any cores again until we've gotten 24 of them and 48 of those ones again. So that's pretty good to know. I might upgrade. Oh, this one hasn't even built properly yet. You can switch auto upgrade on. So if an upgrade's available, it will do it automatically, which you totally might want. But that one hasn't even been built yet. It's about to. Yeah, that's why, look, these ones, we've got double enough of those, but we've only got half of that. So what we really need to do is make way more of this guy. I guess because we were using some of it for this as well. But they're different to them, aren't they? Yeah. I don't know. But that's definitely our problem. The long, tall sausages is what we're missing out on right now. The graphics are pretty cool. I'm almost sad that you often have to play quite zoomed out, because when you zoom right in, I love the voxely look of all of these. They look really, really cool. But you just don't see it because your stupid eyes are too bad at doing whatever. So, right. So once this building has reached level 2, I'm assuming instead of making 2 cores, did it tell us what it was going to do? If we have a look in, it's the core making. First it does ×2, then it does ×3, then it does ×4. Okay, so this is going to basically give us an extra core for absolutely nothing. So that's real good. Let's also get that one upgrading as well. We might need to solve the problem that I've caused. You know what? All these are double those, are they not? So can we be real cheeky and do something like split that off? Oh, this is going to get tight. Cut that, and then we basically say, cut like that. Yeah, and then feed them into there. And now I think that's going to be making double of those, if I'm not mistaken. And we could do exactly the same thing here as well. In fact, can I copy? If I just copy that, I can say, yeah, like that. Exactly like that. We can delete this one, build that into there, and that should... Oh, he's confused. No, he's not confused. The operator is expecting a different module. Oh, because it's coming in at a different rotation. Okay, wait. Reset. I think, weirdly, it might have been working. No, wait. Did I do it wrong? Oh, it's this shape. Okay, Control-Z. Oh, wow, Control-Z changes your camera as well. Okay, so we're going to copy that, flip it, paste it there, and then merge that back in. And that is now doing the right thing. Okay. No, it needs to go into the other one. Whoops. Am I gonna be gross? I think I'm gonna be gross, people. We're gonna go under like that. Yep, that's what we're doing. And now we're making extras of the thing that we're missing out on from the thing that we have too much of. It should self-balance. And we should at least be making cores way quicker. Yeah, look, we're getting three cores for 4 and 8. And this one, we were only getting 2 cores from 4 and 8. But this one's still upgrading over there. I told you I was a genius. The spaghetti's starting to get cooked rather nicely now, I will say. What's this little golden ticket? For Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory? Is this... Oh, no, this is the region. We can unlock another region because we ranked up again. Beautiful. Okay, so we're still trying to deliver one drone. Droid, I mean. What's a droid? What is a droid at this point? Let's have a look, shall we? So, we're delivering the hypercubes. We've got more tech tree points to spend, so we can have a little look around. The green ones are the ones that we can do. So we can make a basic refinery blue pigment. Consumes hexacrystals that we saw on the other island, the blue ones, to produce blue pigment. So we would be able to tone the cubes blue if we want. I'm assuming from that. This we can't do because we've not got enough of the data shards. This, look, makes 6 cranes instead of only 4. There's some stuff to the skylines here. This operator can extract hexacrystals and solarite from their resource nodes. Oh, is that like a better miner or something? There's efficiency view there. That's what I was saying about before. What do we want? What do we actually need and want? Some of these are locked behind different ranks as well. Rank 7 is needed for that. Okay. I guess we don't really want to do the blue pigment yet. We kind of want to do... I mean, honestly, the 3rd floor would be pretty nice already. Skylines per island, right? So connections per islands there. That's more paint systems. I'm almost tempted to get this extractor. and see what it does. Extracts hexacrystals and solarite. So if we head over here, oh look, these ones are even a 2x2. Okay, so we don't use that for the normal mining. I see. It's special, a special miner for the special stuff. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's have a little look. See here, we haven't got any of the blue buildings. That's fine. There's still some grey buildings, like a large core facility. We need oil, lots of basic core, blue hexacrystals for that. Creates grey charge. A nexus. Oh, there's some stuff. There's some stuff coming later in the game. Okay, so we've totally got 36 data shards, but we've only got 19 to spend because we've already spent some of them. So, okay, let's look back at the tech tree again. We've got a sorter, can filter out specific items or modules from a conveyor belt. That's very nice. A storage depot if you just want to store some shapes up. The different crane ones might have been helpful for us. Definitely the floor 3. We're just going to have to save up for some stuff. Efficiency view might help us as well figure out like our neatness for things. What's that, pointers? Oh, like it sends out like a beacon beam in the sky so you can mark things. There's note blocks as well, display cases. That's very cool. Okay. The freight hub. What does that do? A complex but versatile transport system that allows for distributing massive amounts of items to other islands by air. So it's like a mega drone. You can sort of see the size of the drone on that thing. That's a rank 8 thing. Okay. Okay, cool. Good. Now, I'm hoping... I still am not sure what a droid is. It's not a blue thing. What is a droid? Are there trains? That's a good question. I think there's tunnels. There's a lot of stuff deep in here. I think they're going for the drone route. So my guess is there aren't any trains. It's all about drones, but I could totally be wrong. There's, look, an advanced cutter can process modules of 12 by 12 by 12. Oh, they get bigger than 8 by 8 and has more flexible cut settings. It needs coolant to operate. There's an advanced stamper. What's the basic stamper? Basic stamper level 3. Basic stamper. Oh, basic stamper right here with 40. Can punch... Wait. Yeah, that comes off the basic cutter. Can punch out cuboid selections of modules and output both results. Can handle input volumes of 8 by 8 by 8. Okay. That's cool as well. That will be really helpful for certain things. Like if we look at some of our challenges, like this one, for example, I believe we can just stamp that hole out the middle. We don't have to build the outside. You just make this as solid, and then you just put it through a stamper, and you just go, boop, and you poke the hole out. And you get to keep the hole. Like, you get to keep the donut hole. You make the donut, but you keep the donut hole, so you can do stuff with that. Which, honestly, this one would probably be way easier with a stamper, because you'd put your 4x4 cube in. That's all this is, right? 4x4x4 cube. You put it that way, and you go, stamp, stamp, like that, and then you put it through another... That was 2 stampers. You put it through another 2 stampers, and you do stamp, stamp through that way. That felt really vicious. I feel like a snake or something. And then you've got your A's of upside downs and upright A's and all that stuff. This one, it's like a bunny face. You could maybe stamp that out and then put it on a flat one. And then you could use the insides that you pulled out of here to make the bunny ears. Right? How cool would that be? Oh, okay. All right. I need to figure out how to make a droid. Okay. Is it in the data center again? No, that's just the data shard. Okay, which is that's plowing through. Oh, look at the cores. The cores might even be backing up. We might be. I think we're crane limited. Of how much this can pick up anyway. Because look, he was waiting for ages for that. And these are slowly backing up, so we might be able to extend that on again. Both of these are now putting out 3 per, which is very cool. This guy, instead of 10, he's now 30 estimated output. He's thinking highly of me now. Right? I've gone up in the world. Okay. Let's have a look. I think it's something that we have to unlock in here, honestly. Basic assembler. This is why you do the tutorial. Zadaf. Grey building's 3rd floor. I'm tempted. Blue pigment. I mean, droid, right? Produces droid cores. It wanted us to make a droid. I think we've got to start going down the blue route. I think we've got to get blue. It's pretty cheap stuff as well. I think it's pushing us towards that. Okay, let's get floor 3 because I'm greedy. Let's also unlock the basic blue refinery as well. We can now upgrade this and upgrade. Oh, we can't. Oh, why has he got nothing of that? Oh, it's fine. Okay, why can't I upgrade him yet? Oh, look, the upgrade cost is also 12 of my hypercube things. I didn't know the upgrades also took those. He's starting to upgrade, but this one we haven't got enough of the hypercubes there. That's fine. I shall wait for more hypercubes to come in. That's not a problem. I guess this building could also be upgraded as well, couldn't it? With 6 hypercubes, which would be making more use of our cores, which means we wouldn't need as many cores to get the same result, which means we get more cubes. This is probably the one to upgrade first. I might just hit auto upgrade. Honestly, I think auto upgrade is my friend. Let's do that one too. Everything upgrade. Everybody upgrade. You gonna do it? Oh, I guess we haven't got the cores for it. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. I don't think these guys can upgrade in like the same sense. Just these bigger buildings. No. Okay, cool. So we have unlocked. What did we unlock? We can dig this stuff up. Let's get some of it off the island. I'm assuming I have to jump over that. I do. Okay, so that is going to extract up some. What was it called? Hexa crystal or something. And now, how do we process that? Do we just smelt it? Uh-oh. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Let's read again. Let's read. Wait, yeah, just the refinery. We should have a building, right? There it is, of course. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at this. We pull that in. I guess we need to just like put some stuff in it. None of this is blue. Well, that's interesting. That's an Oreo, like, if I never did see one. Was there something to do with droids up the top? I'm not sure. And I need to make some hypercubes faster. Well, we're going to, right, with our upgrades. Like, this one's upgrading now. He's cranking away. I guess we could probably get the... we're not going to have any money for a little while, but with 40, we could get more cranes. Is there a crane speed? There's crane amount. That's for sure. I thought there was a crane speed I saw somewhere. Did I not see that? Nope, I'm just seeing crane amounts. Okay, cool. Maybe that's fine. I guess adding more cranes. Oh, crane reach. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. So we need 24 as well for that, although this red line isn't looking promising. I think we need to also do this. Unlocks oil rig, dye mixer, and painter. That's what we're after. Okay. Okay, well, everything's kind of beginning to upgrade. That has upgraded, but it's not auto-upgrading. You're already to floor 3. You're making 4 per. You're only making 3 per. That can go back on again, I think, because the cores were getting backed up. And we do not want cores to be backed up. Okay, very nice. Did that just upgrade then? We're making 8 of them per. That can spit out... Do we need more of these data centers? Because we just got our cores just waiting there. Like, there's only 5 of them in there, actually. But still, technically, this belt can output, I guess, 60? So I think we need at least 2 of these. Let's... How would I do that easily? I guess if I move that... No. I think we can do it here. I think it's fine. We push that round, whoop, 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 like that. We can copy you, paste you there, merge you together again. And now hopefully, yeah, that's going to reduce the amount of processors we have. massively down. But this is going to it's saying we're doing about 20 a minute. And each of these can only do 15 a minute. So that's why we were slowly getting a backlog. Whereas now we've got more production than we have input, which means we're making it as quickly as we possibly can. Both of them are slightly slower, but we have 2 of them, right? So our hypercubes will be coming in slightly quicker. And I think I guess we've got auto upgrade on everything, right? So this is upgraded as much as it can. We've got to wait till we get 12 hypercubes to upgrade that to the next level. But every upgrade we do, it's just making things that slight bit quicker without having to rebuild everything. And looking how stopped a lot of these belts are, like we have some bottlenecks for sure. Like it would almost be better at this point for me to tear the entire thing down and start again. Like that level of backed up. We won't. I won't put you through that. It's fine. Okay, so, right. I want to try and make some blue stuff. I want to try and make a droid, at least, to get to the next objective. So, they're coming out there. That's going to go into there. Let's make up a basic refinery, at least. So, we've got 3 ones to make. 64, 64, 64. Okay, let's try and not be greedy here. Are there no normal... Oh, there's tons. There's tons down here. Okay, let's just make 1 smelter's worth per thing. Let's not be greedy. Things can trickle in and we can always copy and paste more if we need to, right? So we've got a little smelter, just the one, smelting away. He who smelt it was good, was a good boy. And we're going to make this one first. So we need to turn these 64 voxels into those 64 voxels. So first things first, we're going to tone it like that. So that should make a black cube. Then we're going to need to cut it. It's going to come in at 15 a minute, but that's all this can handle anyway. So seeing as we're going 1 thick, to me it makes sense we do that and then we stick all 4 of those together. Does that make sense to you? As soon as we do that, we're going to need to cut things again anyway. So we might as well be more efficient by doing the maximum cuts in the smallest amount of stuff. Right, so now we're going to have to do our little tree of stuff. Why can't I click you properly? We're going to go you, and you, because that's spitting, 60 out. So we need to be able to deal with that. So now we can combine those like so. Brilliant. We can copy that, paste it because it's exactly the same. Put that there. Oh, actually, I'm going to have this one... I'm going to have it... Oh, whoa. It goes to the last camera angle you did. That's crazy. Because of this line here, I'm going to flip it that way round, not that way round, so that everything's just a bit more in line. Is that just me? Is that like... Is that nice for you guys? Codex, you just bought the game. Excellent. And Blue Nono, you got it as well. It's good to see. These are the type of games I absolutely love. And this one does it in such a more like 3D way to what I've ever done before. Again, just remember, like, the type of shapes you need to end up making. Like, look at this shape. Will it let me see it? It totally won't anymore, will it? But some of these shapes down here are insane. Oh, is it because I've got that open already? No, I can't remember how to do it. Anyway, right, we need more shapes. So now we've got 2 of those. We do that, and we put that one. Boop. New module created. Thank you very much. Let's pin those back over there again. Okay, so we're making that. That's great. We need 32 of those. Oh, and look, it even tells you the amount of cranes. Wait, did you see that on the thing? 2 cranes worth. 2 cranes worth of that, please. So I think we might need to double this because that's kind of what it wants. So if we put that there, and all we have to do is feed these in, boom, 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 and boom. Let's squiggle that way up. Whoops. I think my mouse is playing up. Okay, into there. That will now make enough for 2 cranes worth, which is what it wanted. So 2 cranes of that. 1 for you, 1 for you. I could merge them, all that stuff, but it's easier for my brain, you know. And then we're going to do 1 crane of the next one, which is also a 64 voxel thing. So let us do another one. We merge, and wait, which one should I take? I think I want to take him, actually, like that. My buttons. My buttons. Where's the fattest? Okay. That way round. We smelt that up. Good. So now we're gonna wanna we don't wanna tone it first because it's gonna be of 2 colors anyway. So we're gonna first definitely do a cut. I guess we kind of want to do what we did before, except we're going to put 2 lots of this through the black toner and keep 2 of them white, I think. So now, can I copy this thing? I can. I'm getting a little bit close to maybe the edge there of what I want, but that's fine. So we're going to combine those 2. And these ones then need to go through a black toner. I could have put them through a toner first, but to me, it just makes sense to do it like at the last possible moment. You know what I mean? So now, basically, so we're going to put that through a black toner. We're going to put this one through a white toner. We don't have to. It's just this looks a lot more like visually like I can understand that from a distance. You know, otherwise I would have just had to have had a belt going up, and then we can combine those, and we will keep in line with our original line, like so, and we can slap the cream on the cookie. New module created. And that can just go straight up into what will be a crane. Like that. And now our final thing is the Oreo creme de la creme sandwich. I guess they're called a sandwich. Okay, so we have just enough stuff to do the thing. Face them into each other. Drag a line out. Copy that. Whoops, place it in the wrong place. That's it. That's crucial. Delete that one. The delete and the copy button are next to each other, all right? My fingers are stupid. So, okay. We might not have enough room here. So we're gonna cut this first. And I think, do we have to do this differently to how we've ever been doing it before? How could we do this? Because the white bit in the middle of the final thing, I would rather not cut in the first place. I would rather make 2 big long sticks, one of them black, one of them white. The black one we cut in half, and the white one we don't, and then we just sandwich them in between. I guess it kind of doesn't matter. That's the beauty of this game, that like adding in an extra cutter to cut them apart and re-stick them back together again doesn't really matter if you do that, and it might just help make the. So I think we still go like this. This I'm gonna get experimental here. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna go a little bit off piste. We're gonna pop that there like that to do some little squiggly roonies, because we need to split that out. We're gonna wait. What am I gonna do? What are these again? Do I need to stick them that way? Hello. Apparently, folks, you've not been getting game audio this entire time. You've not been hearing the beauty noises? Hold on a second. Let's click this button over here. Oh, that's the wrong button. How's that? You hear noises now? Whoop, bloop, bloop, bloop. I mean, there's no bloop bloops. That's me doing that. You've been able to hear my microphone this whole time, right? I've not just been talking to myself. Okay, good. Phew. That's the most important thing. All right. Well, luckily, it's very just you imagine peaceful music and little plinks and plonks and things like that. Yeah, believe it or not, the game has sounds, folks. That's one of my sponsored talking points, actually. This game has sounds, believe it or not. Not many games do. This one does. Surprise. Oh, dear me. I'm so professional. Okay, I think I've done this wrong. I don't want to split that off yet. I actually want to now... What do I do? How do I make this shape? Why is this shape completely... Does it have sound settings as well? It totally does. And we're going to look at them. It's got a whole page for them. Look at this. You want louder sounds? You might need louder sounds. Beautiful. That's how soothing the sounds were, that you couldn't even hear them. Peace. Utter peace. Pure peacefulness. Oh, dear. Okay, right. Anyway. This is hurting my brain, how to do this. All of a sudden, right? We cut it like that. Maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe we should have cut it like that. I think that might be good. Oh, wait, there's a button down here. Z lets you basically keep everything where it is, but empty it all from stuff. Okay, so now we're only getting 30 out. So now we don't need... Now we don't need those. We just need... I guess I could just move that and put that there, couldn't I? Okay. All right, so we're getting both of those. I think I want to combine them. I guess I could combine them. Yeah. All right, I'm going to combine them. We're going to cut it in... Okay, I've got it. I figured it out. We're combining those. We're back to 15. Now we're going to cut that in half. One comes in. Thank you very much. We're going to cut that in half. Wait. In half. Half? This way. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. We're going to configure that. Now we get 15 of those again. We can split those out. Now, again, we need our two different module colors. Oh, they're right here. Copy those. Paste those. I guess we also then need to cut the black one in half again. Like that. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. But this one we don't need to. So now, yeah, my whole thing before was not actually happening. So wait, no. Now because we're getting two things out of here, we need to first combine those together. These are the two black, the sandwich top and the sandwich bottom. So I'm gonna put them in the right orientation now. No, I'm not, because I need to leave a gap, right? And I think you can combine things even when they're not touching, as long as they're in the 8x8x8, like so. If I did them up the other way, I don't think... Oh, I can make them float. With this button, with the X and Z. Then that's what we're doing. Oh, get back here. Runaway cube. We've got a cube on the loose. Why can't I press T? Okay. It's my fault. Boop, 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 please. I say boop. Okay, so we put that there, but then we go up and up again and configure that. Okay, then both of those feed, that's wrong, into a crafter like that. And now if we let that configure, we've got to wait for two to come in. We've got our magic levitating floaty bread. And then we've got the creamy filling to go inside, just like that.
New module created.
New module created indeed. Thank you very much, voiceover person. We add a crane to it. This guy, he's full of all of his other bits that he needed. So now we're just waiting for those delicious sandwiches. But he needs 16 of those. That should be good. Whoop, whoop, indeed. The game's so much better with sounds. Why didn't anybody tell me? I've been sat here enjoying the sounds all the time. Did you know the game has smells as well? Have I not turned the smell setting on? Doesn't have smells, that's a lie. Tea. Good tea. Okay, sandwiches going in. Filling that stuff up. 6 more to go. 5 more to go. We're getting there. I would not recommend tasting the game. But if you want to, if you buy the game, I will say it's okay for you to taste it. Whoa, we've got 112 of these white hypercubey points. Oh, but we are running low on these again, and we've been just making the basic bots, which, as far as I'm aware at the moment, are only going towards some experience. So I am yet again going to close that off. I think there's something that we can upgrade. Where was it? Wasn't the extractor. There's better, like, what's that, mining speed? There's better conveyor speeds and stuff later as well, which would, like, change everything. I guess we needed this, didn't we? The essential painter unlocks oil rigs, dye mixers, and painters, which I think we're going to need for our blue stuff. Oh, we could have 6 cranes if we wanted to. Oh, here. Sorter overflow splitter. Outputs on main conveyor line unless blocked, then switches. That's what we want for our little modules. It always goes left, but if we have extra of them, go to the right and use those instead. But that takes blue cubes, and we're only making white cubes right now. We could make a sorter, but I don't think that's really necessary at the moment. We'll let that keep on going. Our building just crafted. Let's get a drone to be able to have an output for it. It can just go next to it like that. Link it to the building. Bing, bang, bosh. We now have blue pigment. Is that what this makes? Okay, so it also needs 8 of those. But how are we going to do it? Because, yeah, look, it's saying we need 2 cranes of that, 1 crane of that, 1 crane of that, and 2 cranes of this stuff that's literally right here. That was kind of lucky. But we are at our maximum craneage, so the perfect time to buy some more cranes. This game might not have trains, but it has cranes. And the drones are kind of like planes, so, you know. Boop. And did it say it wanted 2 of those? It totally did. That's going to output, 10, not 15. Oh, so we need 3 of these. Oh, look, there's an oil rig thing as well. So if we go like that and like that, is that going to be weird? I should probably have put these all on one belt, like, first, and then, like, traveled over the island. How do we make blue cubes? Yeah, I believe we dye the white cubes, but we got to make the blue dye. Unlike the toner, what was it called? The monotoner. You can just tone black and white for free, but you paint a module a new color depending on which paint is inputted, and a dye mixer to create the paint. So I think we're going to have to get into all of that now. I need to deliver a blue cubed shape before we end the stream. That's my goal in life, because I want to taste it secretly. But okay, so that's happy. That's getting its pigment. That's making blue dye. That's getting spat out by this little guy. What a neat pile of very unblue looking dye, if I do say. It looks a bit like salt, but apparently it's blue pigment, because we want to deliver a droid, and I think droids take blue stuff if we can get that far. Okay, right, let's have a look here. We've got the painter. Let's see what that does. Whoa, that's a weirdly long thing. Okay, so I'm assuming that has the thing you want to paint going in, and it has the liquid going in, and then we have a paint mixer. Let's see what that does. We can choose the recipe of blue paint. So we need oil. Oh, it's an oil-based paint. And we need the blue pigment. Right, so we've got blue pigment there. We can get oil. We unlock the oil rig, which I'm assuming goes on this middle one. It totally does. Does oil just go on a belt? What does that output? 60 and 60, double 60. Okay, I should pick that up and put it facing a different way. Oh, you can just drag, by the way, and it auto makes those things. So let's move you to there. So you've got that coming in there and that going in there. Whoops, I've dropped some oil. That's bad. Get a lot of trouble for doing that. Okay, and this is going to make tubs of blue paint. Love it. Okay, once we get some oil coming in. Oh, you got to love the noise of that. The squelchy, squelchy squelch of paint. Why are we still talking about eating these things? Oh, that does look nice, though. Look how nice that liquid looks. Okay, I have tea here. I don't know why I'm going weird. The music is calming, isn't it? Brown liquid consumed. Blue liquid acquired. Okay, so we have blue liquid. So I guess we just put blocks through here. Like it's as simple as this. We can chuck that into there. Yeah, we've got tanks of blue paint. Brilliant. Okay. Let's see what else we need up here. So a droid core facility produces droid cores used in the process of making droids, hyperdroids, and blue processors. Let's unlock that. And go into the blue buildings. So this blue building is going to take, yeah, some blue stuff. Okay, this is very cool. So that's just a blue stick. that's a blues 48 voxels. What was that? 32. And this one doesn't take any blue at all. But we might want to get the puncher. Were we able to get the puncher? The stamper. Basic stamper. Here. Boop. We've unlocked the basic stamper as well. That's more of a... this thing. Here it is. Okay, let's have a play with the stamper, shall we? I don't think there's any mining stuff up here, but we do have some down there. So maybe we should bring the blue dye down here. I don't know. Okay, let's not worry about the blue for now. Let's just try and make this shape. Let's get our list of stuff that we need. We click up there like that. That shape. This one I want to make, and I want to make it with a stamper. I think that will help. Okay, so 48 voxels. Is that? It looks way bigger than 48 voxels. Does it not? You can zoom in as well. Ah, full screen. Okay. Pin it. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of the pins. Right, so we're going to make the top bit. So I think, in fact, we want to make just a big flat one. Forget that hole and forget those two holes for now, okay? We're just going to make a big flat thing. We're going to mine up. I guess we need to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like so. Like that. Then we can split that like so. I guess we want to do it again. Yeah, perfect. That's going to give us all of those, so we're going to need to do our little tree. Oopsie, whoopsie, poopsie. You can move out of the way. So now we're going to want to recombine those. See, there's lots of things that once you start getting like a system, you could do a lot of copy and pasting. There are blueprints in this game as well. You have to unlock them in the tech tree. I can't remember exactly where they are. Here, blueprints. You've got to be rank 8, so we're still a little ways off from that, and you need 480 blue data shards. So again, we're still a little bit off from that too. But there's totally blueprints, so I believe you could just save various parts of a factory for exactly what you need and go for it that way. Okay, let's lie these down like that. Great. We can copy that, paste that, so we're making double. This top one, is that spitting 15 out? It is. We want to put through a stamper. Whoa. Oh yeah, we already have one. Stampers are weirdly shaped. Let's do it like that and look inside here. Okay, all right. So we have our shape, and we want to stamp out a 4x2 directly in the middle. Yeah, directly in the middle. So, and then look, it gives us that, and it gives us the hole. The main shape continues going straight, and the little mini extra bit, that's the bit that comes off up the top here. So if we put belts down, we should be able to see the main one should come out of here. Totally does. All right, awesome. So I think we could try and recycle it, but it's such an odd shape. We're just going to put a rubbish bin on there. Look at that. You do not want to stick your finger in that. That's great. Now we want to do the same thing for this, but I think we're going to have to use 2 stampers. Or, here's an idea. What if we do exactly this shape, but then we cut it in half and stick it back together again? That seems like more work. I might just do it through 2 stampers. Okay. So we're going to get the stamper. We're going to go in that direction. This is 15 in as well. I should have dyed it first, but I guess I can dye it afterwards, can't I? Can I do multiple stamps? No, I can only do 1 stamp per. I'm assuming the advanced stamper might let you do multiple in one go or something. So we're going to do that, and we're going to throw away the extra. But then we're going to go into another stamper directly, and again throw away the extra. And this time, we're going to get rid of this little bit here. You can only stamp vertically down as well on this one. That gives us our big tool H. Then we're going to put it through a mono toner. And then I think we have what we need. So then we can combine that layer and that layer. Nope, go in that way, please. And that should give us, yeah, that on the bottom, that on the top.
New module created.
Hey, look at that. Okay, I love it. I love it.
Right, so that's actually up. Okay, so we've made that shape, but the other two require blue. Nice little ditty there. This one only takes half a cube, so that might be good. Let's try and do that up in this top corner. Let's have everything go that way. It's hard to know how to make them kind of neat. They've done it. They've been devious. Modulus crew making these hard to place neatly in a good way. There's lots of ways of doing it. Okay, so I think we make the sticks first. No, if we paint the cube first, then we do all the splits. We will make use of our dye better. Do you see what I mean? Because we're basically like doubling the dye usage. So we actually want to get blue dye all the way down here. So we want to move this, flip that round. Oh boy, and then we're going to get the blue dye. What a journey. All the way. Like, I guess it could go... Oh, look, it can go through all the tunnels as well. Well, you don't have to today, my friend. You can stick to the shoreline. I am going to make you hug the shoreline, though. Just for funsies. So this stuff you can never destroy. I think, yeah, you can destroy the trees and build new trees. That's also something you can't destroy. And there's sort of stuff like that. Like the water here. There's some water. This one's quite big and open, though. Look at that. That's got lots of building space. Tiny one, but it's got some different resources on and stuff. Some oil on that one. If you look at the map as well, like, there's quite a big area of stuff that you can do, which is pretty cool. It's pretty daunting as well, but in a fun way. So, okay, we have our dye coming down. That is going to dye this, and we're going to get a full blue cube. How? Oh, when I moved the painter, it still kept some of the paint involved. So there's that way of doing it too. Okay, so we have 64 voxels of blue paint here, and we only need 32. So we might be able to make... How many is that? 4 by 8? Is that also 32? I think so. We can make the other blue bit of this out of just this one painted thing. So we haven't got to do it like twice, basically. Okay, so we're gonna cut this in half to begin with. And we're gonna cut it in half, I think just down the middle like that. Oh, now we've got to wait ages for another blue cube to come through. Okay, there we go. Yeah, do we do it like that? I think so. I think so. And now we're going to split that off. This one is going to be for one craft. This one's going to be for another craft. I'll just do it like that just because brains, you know, or lack of. So, right, this one first. So we're going to want to cut that again. When eventually one comes through. I could have done that like way sooner. Oh, between cutting things like in half or in strips and the punching, and I think there's some other operations you can do as well as advanced versions of those later, some of the late game shapes get bonkers, and you can like, you have to almost think of things, you know, when you make like, have you like make picture cookies, right, where you would actually make a big cylinder that's got your picture throughout, and then when you slice that cylinder up, each of your cookies has now got like a design on them. Have you ever seen that in cooking at all? You can kind of do that kind of thing with this game. It's very, very cool. Okay, let's throw that down. I believe the game does have Steam achievements. Yeah, it should do. And if it doesn't, it will have them, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That makes this shape. I've got sheep on the brain. Been making my card game a lot still lately, folks. Sorry, I can't help it. We can recombine those back again, but in a long fashion. Why did I get half of it and not the other half? Come on.
New module
Boom.
created.
That's that module done. Very nice. So we've got one down here made, one up here made. I have not been very efficient with my stuff, have I? Right, now we need to make this one out of this shape. So I think we're gonna cut that. Get rid of that for now. We're going to slice that way. Then we're going to recombine those in a different method. Gimme. Again, why just one? Like so. Now we need to make a white version of that. So I think we only need half, but I think it's probably good practice to mine out like all of the, you know, one furnace is worth every time, even though I only need less, just because it doesn't really matter to me anyway. Let's turn the corner. Okay, now we're making this white strip here. So I think we're going to want to go, yeah, like that. We're going to be throwing some of this away for sure. So we actually don't mind that this kind of like, it's going to get bunged up. I could probably cut it twice. Cut it again like that. Perfect. Now we combine those together. But we can copy that and paste that. But then I'm just going to do this. Even though we've got double what we need coming through, I don't care, because it's evenly going to be backed up, right? So now we have the exact shape we want. We need to combine that with... was that the long sticks? Yeah, no, that with this one. So I think I'm going to do it down here, seeing as, like, we already have everything we kind of need. Let's do it like that. Let's underground... oh, that's not how you do it. That one. And then let's have that come down like that. This one's going to have to come down like this, because we're going to need that further down here. We're going to have to bring this whole building way down here, all the way home. Something like that could probably be quite good. And then we can just have that literally... I mean, we could have... In fact, we're going to do it. We're going to pick that up, flip it, delete that, and then we can just have that go completely straight. We can add a crane there. Oh, yeah, 6 cranes as well. Excellent. We can have a crane here for this guy. What's he saying about just 1 crane of each he wants? Okay, great. This guy's ready to be crafted up as well. Swish, swish, swash. Pop that on there.
New module created.
Module created indeed. No, don't you combine. I guess maybe I should have that curve in. We'll just have it come in the next one. Because I think it combining is going to do some weird stuff, you know. Okay, cool. That should be this building. Yeah, everything's coming in. Everything's getting made. So we do have 6 cranes, so we could have actually brought 2 cranes in of every material, and that would have still been good. But, you know, we have, like, plenty of this one, for example, but this one's coming in pretty slowly. I'm assuming at 15 per? I think so. Can we unlock? Yeah, we can unlock efficiency view, because we've got so many of the white cubies now. If we turn that on, you want green factories, right? Green factories mean they are outputting their optimal outness, 100% efficiency. But, like, for example, this miner down here, he's stopped. He's zero. He's blocked, I think. These ones are outputting a bit, so this one's getting 50% of the time, this guy's getting chosen, and the other 50% of the time is being shared by all 3 of these. But it doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't matter at all. These miners are doing great. So a lot of this is green, except this stuff we knew was going to back up, because we didn't need as much of it, because it's only a little bit. Oil refineries backed up because we're not using enough. It's good. I do wish there was a different colour for when it's backed up because it can't output anymore, but it has it to output, versus it's not got enough ingredients. You know, like this oil refinery should be like blue because it's only 0% efficiency because it's so full that it can't output anymore, which is very different to, let's say, if I put down this cutter. Apparently this cutter's green. Okay, well... Oh, it's gone yellow. I guess it averages it out over time. Don't know why it doesn't start with red. But anyway, this should go completely red eventually because this is doing nothing. And that's because it hasn't got enough ingredients. So I feel like there should be a difference there. That you should add, like, blue in or something. But, you know, there we go. Oh, you want to look at the efficiency of my other one? Oh, let's not look at this one. Like, we knew this was yellow because I think I've got double as much as I need. That's totally fair. I could literally, like, destroy, like, half of this and half of that, and I think it would be, everything would be happier. So that's also weird, right? Because this is yellow, even though this is running at like double efficiency almost. So it's difficult. You almost want maybe 2 levels of efficiency. Inward efficiency and outward efficiency. And like the oil refinery has got an outwards efficiency of green, perfect, but an inwards efficiency of red? Oh, I don't know. I'm getting confused. Okay, right. Let's get out of that mode. Out of efficiency mode, because it shows off my bad octopus. My bad octopus. Said it. Cool. So now we are getting blue droid cores. So very much like our white droid cores from before. I might turn auto upgrade on. How much is it to upgrade? Oh, unlock higher upgrades in the upgrade tree. I can't even upgrade it if I want to. Can I upgrade this one? I totally could. It will just make more blue pigment, which, again, we don't really need. Our blue dye is actually backing up at the moment. I think everything over here we turned on auto... Wait, you're not being serviced by drones? Oh. Do I need to link... Do I need a second drone collecting them? Is it making more... 12? And this guy can only pick up... I think I need another drone picker-upper for this guy. I think the building... Yeah, that's why it's flashing yellow sometimes. It's getting, like, stuck. Interesting. So I guess what we could do is copy that, paste that down there. I don't know why I got that tree in there as well. Have that join... Well, that was probably not wise. I can have that join up, and then I can make you link to that as well. Is that going to be happier now? Oh, it's not sure what it's collecting. Wait. Can I... Oh, building already serviced by drone. So you can have multiple drones per... You can have multiple drones going to multiple buildings, but only one drone per building. Okay. So there might be a setting for that later that we can improve, but for right now, that one is kind of holding us back a little bit. But again, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. You haven't got a drone either, right? Let's give you an output. That's fine. We'll just put you there for now. We can move you around as we need. So that's going to give us droid cores, which I don't need to deliver to this guy. No, I don't. But what I need to do is I now need to get a blue building. I guess it's more in the tech tree. A droid assembly small. Boom. Okay. So this guy, I think, is going to take droid cores as well as these 3 modules. Oh, look at the eyes. Oh, look at that one. It's got all 3 colors on. And that one's not too bad. Okay, I wonder... This one feels like we could use the scraps from making, like, this one, for example. Look, that's 88 voxels. That's more than our starting cube. But these are both much smaller. Yeah, so there's obviously, like, these blue circles, which are the same blue circles. You've got, like, 2 of them here. So maybe you make, like, a blue circle making factory, and you can use them twice. The middle bits of these blue circles, that's made up of 2 of them, maybe. So you could perhaps combine 2 of those. And then you've just got, like, a white plate and a black plate on it as well. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. This machine is constipated color. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that's what I need, Safia. Right. Let's try. I think. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm actually going to make a long tube. How many of these do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4 blue donuts. I'm going to make... Yeah, that's just a cube, right? Okay, here. I feel like I'm getting a little bit squashed on this island, actually. I probably need more blue, like the pigment stuff. This almost certainly needs more cranes. I guess I can only have 1 more. But it's also probably waiting for this stuff too. I don't know. My numbers are probably all wrong. Okay. All I'm going to do... We're not going to finish this whole factory because I've not got too much time left. But what I do want to do is make 4 blue donuts in a nice, super, uber efficient way. Okay? So we're going to get a cube. We're going to make a cube. We're going to extract a cube out of this. Give me cubes. I'm going to do it down here. I don't know why. Boom. Cube. We're going to dye that cube blue. Bleh. Are we backing up with blue dye still or not? I don't know if we are. We certainly don't have enough dust, but I think that's because this one still isn't making enough dust. Maybe we should have got this upgrading much, much earlier so that it can make more of the blue dust per. This might be going absolutely as fast as it possibly can because I'm not seeing any blue dust here kind of building. Like, I'm not sure we need a second dye mixer yet. Anyway, I am going to steal. I'm going to take... Where's the blue dye thing? I'm going to copy you. Like that. And I'm going to chuck you... Whoa, there's not enough room down here. Okay, I'm going to chuck you down there. Like that. Then we're going to have this get split. Like, is that going to be in line in that one? Oh, no, we can't do that because we can't turn that way. We can't go under a tunnel immediately. Do you see the problem? Okay, so what we're going to do is have that one go down there. No, that's just a mess. Undo everything I've ever done in my life. Let's delete the tree. Okay, we're just going to make exactly the thing we wanted to make again in line here, except we're going to go up one, and this guy's going to have to squiggle his way up and then squiggle his way back down again so that he can go down there. Yeah, perfect, like that. That should give us some blue dye. We're kind of stealing from here. It might make production start screaming and going mad, but that's fine. This should give us the blue cubes that we require. First thing we do a stamp. We make sure the stamp thing is facing the right direction, like that. Boom. We stamp out the middle. Boop. Like so. Very good, very good. We need to keep the excess this time, though, if we want to make that one later on. So we're going to do that. Then we need to cut. Wait, and that should. That's going to output at 15. Yeah, 15 of those solids and 15 extra bits. This just takes the donuts, the column of donuts, if you will. Oh, I think I need to, for now, just temporarily, I'm going to put a dustbin on there, just so that things flow through. Give me a donut. Give me a donut. Hello? Oh, are we still waiting for more blue dye? Did I stop the blue dye coming through for some reason? Did I mess something up? Blue dye. Yeah, why did blue dye stop for so long? Oh, because I was upgrading this and it wasn't making any blue dye, and now it's making extra blue dye, which technically means now we could use another dye mixer, I think. Okay, because yeah, we're getting 11.25 output from the drones, and this is only taking in 7.5 blue dye per. Okay, so we should be getting back to normal. This now is going to create one of those. We can spin that round like that and cut it that way, and then look, bam, we've got 4 donuts that we need. How cool is that? Let's bring them over here. Get rid of the foliage. It's pretty, but no. We get our blue donut train going, spitting them out maximum 60 that our conveyor belt can currently handle. We're going to split 2 of those off immediately, and we're going to combine 2 of them, because we want half for this shape and half for this shape. So this is going to be our glasses maker. Boom and boom.
New module created.
Yes, it is. Very nice. This one, similar, except we're already gonna pre-combine them, but in a slightly different way. We need to put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks apart. Okay, like that. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks apart. Boom. We lock that in. Now we need... Oh, spaghetti monster. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm going to unlock this little island here. The colony will be most excited. I know, Atlas. Isn't it good? And then this... Good. This is just polyrock. Okay, very nice. We can mine, mine and mine, like this. Smelt that up. And we need just a big black plate and a big white plate, but we've made the plates plenty of times. We are going to do a sky bridge? Oh, I'm not sure I can. There's nothing the other side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This was the worst island to build in the world. Can I go... Oh, I can go up here. Okay. All right. Well, that's what we're going to need to do then. Oh, my squiggle. Let's go like that. Okay, we're going to squiggle in. We cut this into... let's go into singles. That's going to output 60 singles. I want to see them come across this sky bridge thing. It is getting crowded, isn't it? That's my fault. Look at them. Ah, they each get their own little thing. It feels like a washing line or something. I love it. Okay, so they're trucking their way over there. I have just completely cut through my old blue belt, so we're going to need to tunnel our way through like so. Okay, so now we've got 60 of these, so we need to, once again, split them into 2 lots of 30. We need to split them again, because the monochroma can only handle 15 at a time. So we're going to monochrome you, and then we're going to keep you and you white, which again, I will just put through the monochroma. It just feels better in my brain, okay? So then we'll do that to see what we're getting. Yes, very good. We can put them together and turn them into a white plate, like so. We can probably copy that. No, reset. And now we should be getting 2 black ones come through. Very good. Like that, to turn them into that. And you know what? I'm going to pick this one up. Whoops. And just rotate it round. I'm going to put another one on straight away. We're going to combine those two and put them 4 blocks apart, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. And now, there are glasses. We're getting double glasses. Oh, no. Those are glasses next to each other. Those are glasses separated. I'm actually going to swap those around. I think we're going to move those, flip them. And now you should be making... Yeah, perfect. Okay, now we can combine our glasses far apart with those, like so. Then we get those in. Which way round was it? I guess it doesn't matter too much, but like that. And we slot those over it.
New module created.
Oh, yeah. Okay, nice. So now we have 1 module finished, a second module finished right there. This third module is the last thing we need. But going back to our rubbish pile back here, what shape were we getting out of here again? Yeah, we were getting a 2 wide thing that is blue already, which is great. So we can split half of that. We need to stay blue. So we're actually just gonna cut that straight off. Can I force place that there? No, I can't. Okay, we're gonna cut that immediately in half. Slice. Then we're gonna split out what we have. We're gonna. Can I monotone it back to white? Is that possible? Or once it's been dyed, can it not go back? Blue and white. Yes, okay. And then we squish that one back in there. Oh, it's getting real tight and squeezy. We're going to put him on top, so we're going to go like that.
New module created.
New module created. And I think we have the room to squiggle our way to Squiggle Town. We have our 3 right there. They want to go to this building ideally. I mean, they don't really have to. Let's rotate that round. Let's go like... let's go like that. Sure, why not? I think we can put our cranes on there. We need 3 cranes. 1 crane, 1 crane, 1 crane. You see how it goes? Oh! And I'm using... I didn't even have to mine anything up. I'm just using the scrap that we were getting off of here anyway to make this whole shape. It's perfect. Okay, so that's getting built. The droid assembly, I'm assuming what it's going to need those 3 modules, plus it's going to need the blue droid cores that we're making right here. So I'm already going to so confidently add in an extra crane for those blue core things. And we're going to see how this works. See whether it finishes. And we can make droid assembly small. And hopefully we'll make a droid. And then we can try and deliver a droid. Guess this building is going to want a pickup point as well, so we can link that to that. And let's just wait and see what happens. There's no like fast forward in this game or anything, because again, chill, zen. We can see the shapes. We were obviously building like these first 2. They're coming in evenly, at least at the moment, which is a good thing. This one's lagging behind a little bit, but I think that's just because we plugged it in last and it just took a bit longer to go through. I mean, it's all yellow. If everything's yellow, everything's good, I guess. What do you want? What are you complaining about? Oh, I'm holding a conveyor. That's the problem. Building isn't being serviced by drones. Yeah, because this guy doesn't have enough drones to pick everything up or something. I don't know exactly. Maybe there's an upgrade that's just like go super drone speed. Crane reach, 3 tiles instead of 2. Skylines per island. Sorter. Just looking at all the things that we could upgrade that have, you know, green on them at the moment. But of course, you know, we're building up 398 of the white cores. I could just go AFK now if I wanted to and come back and we'd have loads of these white cores, right? Another thing I could do is I could start working on some of these module challenges, which will give me a bunch of these white cores as well, plus a butt ton of experience. And all I've got to do is like we already said this shape, punch, super easy. This one, just a single punch. I guess it's only a 3x3 instead of a 4x4, so you'd have to shave some of it off there too. This one's a bit harder still, but still, other challenges to do as well, which is pretty cool, I think. Let's see how our building's getting on. We've nearly made it with those. We're just waiting on the little candlesticks. Okay. Okie dokie. Wow, I can't believe we managed to squeeze that in such like a tight place. Look at the map as well. It even shows what I've built. That's cool. Okay, all right. What we're going to do, here's the plan. Oh, look at all the blue donuts that's being built on the thing. I love that it's actually made of the shapes that you have to put into it. That's such a cool idea. I don't know. And like look, this is once it's done, it kind of like forms them into like a neater thing. It like cements all the blocks together. But this one, yeah, it's done with those. Oh, we've only got 3 more of those to go on. There's 1 to go there, 1 to go here, and 1 to go there. You see that? I want to watch this building when it melts into completeness. Let's get a good angle. Let's watch. And I think I've run out of tea. I have. Okay, one more candlestick. Look at it. Bing! And then all the chimneys and everything appear as well. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, and I was right. It does take the blue, and we get the blue droids. Excellent. Is this thing now asking for basic bots? It's not. But I'm going to shove one in there anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this over to... Oh, I can just move this. Can I just do that? Are they gonna go that distance? I guess this might now limit the amount of 3.75. I mean, can a drone go that far? I was gonna have it use a sky bridge. I guess it hasn't even crafted some yet, but I guess we'll see what happens, whether a drone comes out of here or one is just born out of here. It's nearly made one. Oh. And there it goes. Okay, that is interesting. That is very interesting. And then we're going to shove the drone in the delivery dock, whether it wants one or not. Where's our little drone? There he is. Come on, mate. You can do it. Across the big scary chasm. Then he's going to pop it down. Shring. What's that crane
Delivery
doing?
target completed.
I did it! I did it! Okay, nice. So if we now look at our delivery targets, yeah, we've got the basic bots coming in that we stopped them quite early, but we could have kept having them come in. Whoa! Grand neural network transmission incoming. Unknown origin point. Processing information. Greetings. We are the GNN. We observe. We process. We integrate. You have appeared on our long-range cognition arrays. Your patterns suggest growth. That's rude. I may have put on a little lately, but that's curiosity, capacity to stabilize our connection, examine the technology we have shared, research the neural monuments, show us how you build. Oh. What's going to happen? There's going to be more in the crafting tree? Oh, there are some aliens, maybe. The Grand Nexus. Okay, cool. We've got to get a rank 5 to begin all that kind of stuff. Interesting. So, what I wanted to see... Did I say it cost blue? Overflow splitter cost blue, which, again, we're not actually making yet. Because I think the next thing we need to unlock is the advanced processing plant. That will let us turn our blue droid cores into blue... Not data shards, but a blue box that we can then turn into blue data shards. Here, the recipe for blue data shards. There we go. So I think if I get that... And then I haven't got enough for that. No, that's where we're hampered right now. We need more of these cores coming in. Now what I should really do is go back to this island and make my white data shard things like way more efficient and flowing through the roof. Yeah, this guy's pretty unhappy. Why does he keep getting so unhappy? The drone thing's right there. Like, it's not far away. He's just a grumper. He's just grumpy. Okay, so. Oh, that's an island that we've not even visited yet. I think we should stop on our world here. I want to take a little look into the creative mode. Just have a little peek at what endgame looks like. So if you don't want spoilers, if you want to just go, use my link in the description or in the chat, go to Steam, you can get the game now. Again, it's 10% off at the moment for the first week, and there's a couple of bundles there with some other factory type games if you've been looking to get those, and you can get them both together, both for 10% off each. So it's quite a nice... I like that the automating game community are like working together and stuff. That's cool too. So you can head on over there. And you can stop the stream. You can stop watching right now if you don't want spoilers for what endgame stuff looks like. But I like a bit of a spoiler. So we're going to save. Save Z cubes. Oh, look, here's some other saves what I was trying earlier. Let's get rid of all of those, shall we? They were messy worlds. Right, we're going to overwrite Z cubes, sure. Now we're going to go to the main menu. And creative mode. All the things. Let's have a look. Creative mode, you're free to experiment. Look at this tree. Look at this. That is something that you can make out of all these shapes. Isn't that insane? Okay, all right. We just have everything we ever want. Doesn't even look like we've got a tech tree. It looks like we just have kind of everything unlocked. So let's have a little look at what we can do with some of the advanced stuff. Oh my goodness, that's the speed, the end game speed of the conveyor belts, I guess. That's crazy. Okay, so we've got everything. We've got a spawner, which I assume is just for creative mode. Can spawn any resource. We've got polyrock, hexacrystal, solarite, oil, coolant, luminol, lumite, basic bot, blue droids, hyper droids, mechs, ultra mechs, light blue paint. Oh, and then these are all different paints, and crimsonite as well. Wow. Okay, then we've got conveyor belts. We've got the tunnels that we know about already. We've got these skylines that basically go over the edges of the things. We have our splitter that we know about. We have a sorter. So how does that work? Awaiting input. Oh, okay. So I think if you have some input coming through, it gives you the... You can now choose to filter that out or to skip it, right? So if I filter it, that now comes out the main output, and other stuff will come out of the other output. That's cool. We've got an overflow splitter as well. So if we put that there, the main stuff tries to come through there, but as soon as it's full, it goes through the other one. That's what I needed for my bits and my bobs. We've still got a furnace just for polyrock. We've got our normal cutter. We've got an advanced cutter. Let's have a look at this. Let's smelt some stuff together. Let's do the advanced cutter. Okay, I have control of each laser individually. So I can turn on like that laser and that laser, but not that third laser. So then look at the shape that we get. Whoa, 480 a minute. Okay, I see, cool. And then we've also got the same thing. If we delete that, we've got our normal crafter, or a normal assembler rather. Then we've got an advanced assembler that's got 3x3. Oh my, is that the advanced feature of it? I guess so. That's pretty advanced. Let's put 3 things in. Boom. 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 And I think, did it say it could do 12x12 as well? Oh, that's too much. Yeah, a bound size of 12. Wow. Why is that unhappy? Oh, it needs coolant. Oh, is one of these slots coolant slots? Wait, how would that work? Or does coolant go in there? I don't even know how coolant works. Wow, okay, well, that's pretty cool. We've got the stamper. We knew about that. The advanced stamper. Let's just steal our line of stuff here and see what the advanced stamper wants to do. Stamp selection. Okay, we've got 2 different types. We've got... This one is just... Oh, is it stamp number 1? And then we can do stamp number 2. Okay, so it just lets us do 2 different stamps. They're still vertical. They still have to be a single, like... It can't be like a weird shape, right? I have to draw a rectangle or a 4-sided shape of some kind. But it can kind of be almost anything that we want. And the blue one... Okay, oh, that's so cool. Okay, I can see how that would be advanced now. Then we've still got the monotoner. We've got the painter. We've got the dye mixture. We've seen all of that. Supply tank. What is this? The storage depot. So we can store stuff. Oh, wow. The freight hub. Look at this. Input. What the heck? There's so much. We've got the data center that we saw and the chemical plant. We never looked at this yet. Coolant. Okay, this is how you would make coolant with polyrock and blue hexa. Okay, not too bad at all. Then we've got a counter. I guess we can just put that midway through here and it will tell us. Oh, it has to think about it for a long old time. I'm assuming that will just tell us the amount of items that are passing through it, which should be what's the thing? Oh, that's the conveyor belts are 240 a minute, the fastest ones. So that should say 240, I believe. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. We can't use any of the other buildings because I guess they're all just to do with like making science and stuff like that, which we don't really need for just messing around with cubes, right? We can cut cubes, we can attach cubes, and we can paint cubes. And you can always rotate them around. And whoa, I'm hitting my microphone. I'm getting too excited again. That's so cool. Okay. And then with the note blocks and stuff, where were they? Did we have note blocks somewhere? An icon block big, icon block small. Where? Oh, text block. A barrier looks tough, but deep down it just wants to be included. A high wall, a coloured rail, pointer, and a display case. Where was the? Was it in this first one? Fountain. These are just more like proper decorative, but some of these stuff. Let's make a text block. Oh, I meant to type in hello, but I actually put Jello. And then this lets you pick, look, any item from the game as well as a bunch of symbols and stuff. So you can be like, this is my thing factory. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, we're almost there with the number. I love games like this. The pure freedom to be able to like make the shapes in any way you want. It's a whole different like method of thinking that I haven't fully gotten yet, but it's starting to like unravel in my head a little bit, and it's exciting, right? I'm getting all sorts of ideas. Okay, yeah, like 240. It is. That is how that works. Okay, awesome. Display case. I'm displaying a big rock. That's awesome. Okay, anyway, there we go, folks. That is going to be it from me today. I hope you enjoyed Modulus. It's just released on Steam yesterday. Again, click the link, 10% off currently. Go check it out. Thank you again to the Modulus team for sponsoring this stream. It's an honor to be sponsored by a game that I would have wanted to play regardless, so I'm so glad we were able to make this work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching at home. I hope you enjoyed. Enjoy Modulus if you play it. I hope you do. If you do, if you're on my Patreon server, send me some pictures of cubes that you make. I want to see some of the craziest things that you've managed to make. I'm very curious. But that's going to be it from me now. I will see you next at the charity event, which isn't tomorrow, but it's a week tomorrow. I will see you then. Have a good week. Love all your faces. Until next time, a bye.